Welcome back to Blanks No One Asked For, and in today's episode we're going to be picking our poison based off some impossible scenarios and try to see which scenario we would prefer, although none of them are optimal.
For $1 million.
I wish, but
Do you
no.
want to play a game?
Without further ado, let's do. Alright, gentlemen. Option A is to have a naked picture of you published on the front page of the New York Times. Or ask every kid you meet if they want to join you for a sleepover.
Oh!
Discuss.
Oh my God!
No.
Can I frame this as like a never-ending prank? As uncomfortable as it is, can I frame this as a never-ending prank?
Like what would that look like? Hey kid, you want to come over for a sleepover? Ha! Just joking.
Just joking.
Like maybe have it like somebody with a camera following me, and that makes it even worse. Hi, I'm Chris Hansen of Dateline NBC.
Just videoing everything.
Could I gather all the kids in one place in the world and ask one time and be done with this?
That seems like a difficult task.
But I'd rather do it that way than like. And do I have to repeatedly? Like all invited to my
They're all invited to my house for for s'mores and chocolate milk.
What? And if I ask once, do I have to ask the next time I see that child?
Yeah, it's every time you see a child, you have to come over.
Ask every kid you meet.
Every kid you meet, so it's
one
once.
time deal.
As soon as you
One
meet
and
them.
done.
I think I could isolate myself in the Chinese mountains as a monk and be good. As long as there's those kids at the monastery.
Yeah, just don't go work at like the
orphanage
daycare.
or something.
Yeah, that would be torture. Would you like to have a sleepover? You don't got parents.
You are the principal of an elementary
Oh
school.
my God.
Every year you must ask at the
How
start of
long
school.
will he keep his job?
Okay, now, could you live with knowing half of the human world knows what you look like naked?
I mean,
I guess the question is, are you confident
A lot of
in how
people
you look
do.
naked?
Yes.
a lot of people do.
And if you are confident, this
This isn't
not so bad.
This isn't bad.
This was an easy choice for me.
Yeah.
I'm very confident.
that's like advertising all your future partners.
Yeah.
This is what you're gonna get.
I mean, how many people
Somebody's gonna have to talk
publish
me
naked
out of
pictures of
this.
themselves all over?
And I'm not trying to influence anybody's decision, but you're gonna have to convince me how this is bad. It's bad. Now, on the other side of it, what about employment? Because you're always going to be thought of as the New York Times naked guy.
Naked guy. I mean, some jobs depends on what the job is.
Your job.
My job? Okay, I work remotely. Nobody sees me.
Yeah, but
No, everyone saw you.
is your boss going to hire you based on this?
Is your boss gonna hire you based on this? How long
I
do you
would
get?
hire me based on this? But more than that.
Here's another flip side to the coin. The first 3 kids that you ask this to, they're locking you up. You might not see any more kids.
Yeah.
That's something I made my decision very early on. So
So did I.
3, 2, 1.
what?
Oh, I did it backwards.
Oh, was it?
Oh, I didn't
Stay away. Keep my kids away from Zack.
My 2 cards. Poop a little bit every time you fart.
Okay.
Or would you like to find out your partner is really a prostitute hired by your parents?
God. Holy moly.
Oh.
Okay.
Does she love me, or is she still getting paid by them?
I think this insinuates that it's a continuous lifetime payment.
Yes.
Like they're paying her every
So
month.
it's an arranged marriage, essentially.
That you don't.
And she's a prostitute.
She's a prostitute.
And
Is
how
she-
long
is she-
have you been married before you find this out?
Is she a continuous, like, is she continuing her trade, or like, did they pay her enough money
No.
for her to stop being a prostitute?
Yeah, no, I think she was a prostitute. Now she's your prostitute.
Right, yeah, so like, she's no longer a prostitute. She
No.
was a prostitute.
Well, I mean, she is a prostitute.
She is a
She's being paid for services.
Yeah, but now she's just
paying for your services.
Oh, for lack of a better term.
Is she good at her job?
I would say so. You've been married for this long.
Does she have any?
Does she have any feelings for me at all? I love how we immediately focused in on this.
Not even
One at a time. One at a
Ignored
time.
the depravity of this.
One at a time. I think you have to figure out how long you've been married before this news comes to pass. Like, you've been married 15 years and all of a sudden this gets dropped on you. It's kind of like being 25 years old and all of a sudden someone tells you you're adopted, you know? Like,
well, I'm already too late for that now. So.
Yeah, it's already too late at this point. 15 years, a year, I'd probably be all right. Like, I'm out. Like, but then you lose your wife and your parents.
And do you
'cause
have
I'm not
kids
talking to you
with-
ever again. Like,
And do you have kids with this prostitute?
Lady of the night. The midnight woman.
all right.
The punk.
All right, so we'll come back to that.
Okay.
But every time you fart,
I'll be.
every time.
Gosh.
So you're talking about, all right. How
Is
many
this like
times?
rabbit pellet? Like,
I'll be in
what are we
trouble.
talking here?
I'll be in trouble.
Is it wet? Like
Is
Is your butt sweating?
How much is it? How much is poop comes out? Yeah. How much?
It's
Is
a
it
little.
Is it diarrhea?
And how many times would you estimate that you fart on a day?
Yeah, well, that's a good point.
Even if it's silent?
Yes.
Even if it's
So does
silent,
that
yes.
mean that every silent fart you have now is now audible?
It's
No,
now,
it's just-
it's now visible.
Yeah. Mark brings up a good point. Like, is this a squirt or is this a drop?
That's what I'm saying.
Because they're two different things. Like, if it's a squirt, that's a little bit different than a little.
So what would you prefer? Would you prefer?
I prefer the pellet. It's solid.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Just make sure we're on the same page here.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, it just roll down your
just
boxers
roll down.
and out your leg.
Every
Yeah.
time you fart. But here's the thing,
I
though.
have to get me
But
a
you
rabbit
can
to like
attach
carry
a cup
them.
to your
Hang
leg.
on. Here's the
You'd be a
thing.
magician?
How many times a day could we have farted that we, the guard's a little bit stronger at the gate,
Yeah.
So could you hold your farts until
right.
you're over the toilet?
Okay, but
No.
what do you do when you're sleep?
Mark said no.
What do you do during your sleep? Like you don't have any control of your motor function. And
Where's
I know I've passed flats on
Where's
this in my
Ipock?
sleep.
You know you have?
Wearing
Oh
diaper.
yeah,
Depends.
I've been recorded doing that.
Oh.
yeah.
Depends.
Where depends.
This is inconvenient.
This is
It's highly
Physically.
inconvenient.
It's highly inconvenient.
This
It's
is a
mixed.
betrayal of everyone you love.
Oh my goodness.
Your parents betrayed you. The midnight woman that you thought loved you.
But I'm sure we've had good experience.
Maybe she loves you now.
Yeah, maybe.
They made a movie about this.
Did
I
they?
made my decision.
Yeah, I think Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
I've never seen Pretty Woman.
I've made my decision as well.
Count of three. 1, 2, 3.
You're the oddball.
Yeah. There are so many times when I have to fart that I don't. My sphincter is solid.
Nothing's getting up there.
I'm just saying I've been in relationships where I know people that love me. I can deal with this a little bit longer. This is no different. Like, and at least I know she's going to be around as long as the payments continue.
I mean, yeah.
But wait, there's more. Still got that itch for more blanks no one asked for? Click that bottom left video down there to see the content that YouTube thinks would be the best for you.